Yeah. Did V do the thing that he does?
What does he do?
Where he like tries to say how the show works. Did he do that yet?
Yeah,
I don't even listen to him.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't know what he's doing. What is that on the
Oh
desk?
my God! It's like you gave it to me. I don't know why. I guess you coughed into it and then you wanted me to throw it away.
No, I was doing it.
Oh,
so
Peggy!
that-
Peggy was coughing.
Throw it at Peggy.
No, it wasn't for yours.
Anyways, this is the short of it.
And I'm here.
My name is Tonya,
Her sidekick Rochelle.
and we are here because we talk to filmmakers
We do.
and actors and musicians and writers and short people and
Short-tempered people.
short-tempered people and white people and
White people. I get so much shit for being white. It's just every time I say something, she's like, that's some white people shit.
yeah.
Why are you looking at me?
Because you're the only person whiter than me.
I've always said that.
Anyways, our guest today, I think this is going to be fun.
It is.
Yeah. We like to have fun.
We do like to have fun.
We like to make fun of people.
Definitely like to make fun of people. Yeah. No, UV.
Oh,
You.
me.
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
sheet today, huh?
Hey,
With old questions.
No,
from
I can
10
see
guests
it
ago.
on his computer.
But
he's
doesn't
not
print
sharing.
they don't care about the sheet, guys. I make the sheets. They stopped caring about it. They don't even care about the structure.
We don't.
No, we don't.
Not at
We
all.
don't. Anyways, but I think you should introduce our guest today.
I don't know. I'm getting all nervous.
I know, but you have directed him.
have, kind of.
You directed the film that we're talking about today. What is wrong with you?
Okay, I don't know.
You're
making me
pissing
all-
Peggy off.
Oh, Peggy, I'm so sorry. Peggy. Oh, jeez. That's the last thing I want to do. You know I'm Peggy's biggest fan.
You are.
Yeah.
And she's president of the Hack Pack.
She is president of the Hack Pack. Anybody out there that wants to be in the Hack Pack,
Please.
call V. All right, so our next guest is one of my favorite actors in the whole wide world. He is also a phenomenal writer and really a producer, whether he wants to admit it or
A
not.
little bit of a control freak. You notice how
Total
he came
control
in
freak,
and just
yeah.
like
Very
totally
much.
taking everything on. And
Yeah. He's like,
telling
okay,
us
what's
what
this going to
to
be?
do,
Where
and
am I going to
I
sit? I don't
know.
like that camera angle.
Well, that is being
Yeah.
moved, right?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
cool. Sorry, go. I think you were saying that I'm your favorite actor.
Yeah, well,
I
yeah,
just
one
wanna,
of the
go back
favorites.
to that.
Yeah. One of the favorite actors. I have worked on 2 films with him, and he was in my web series called Balls of Tin, season 2. He was not in season 1, but he's in season 2, which is coming soon to a website near you. Mike Pratt.
Hi. Ooh. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Straight out of
Straight, not straight.
not straight. Not straight out of Rhode Island. I'm sorry for those who are-
Crookedly out of Rhode Island.
Very queerly out of Rhode Island. Yes, for sure.
Welcome. This is exciting. I'm excited because I was able to see your latest film, which is like doing exceptionally well. Congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
You know, you went to New York back in August and was able to kind of powwow with some big wigs and show your film and see some of your favorite people.
Well, I mean, yes, there was that.
By the way, did you know the woman from Land of the Mustaches? Did you recognize who she was? Because it wasn't until I got home that I recognized who she was. She plays the maid in Mommy Dearest. You know the scene when Faye Dunaway's Joan Crawford is like, "I'm not mad at you, I'm mad at the dirt." That's her.
No.
Anyway,
No way.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
She had a very well-received film. Did you see the film? Because I'm
She
dying to
must be
see
like
it now.
90. Like, how old
Yeah.
is she?
I would never tell
Oh,
a lady's
yeah.
age. I don't know. I don't see age. Certainly not for
answer.
myself. You know, we were able. It was a long festival. It was from I think the 7th to the 17th, which was really cool. So we saw what we were able to, but no, we didn't see any of the features. But I really want to see that.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah. And it was cool to see it. She was won.
No
awards.
more wired hangers.
Yeah, that was the best scene ever.
I
She
know.
gets slapped by Faye Dunaway. I mean,
Yeah.
that's like
You
a
youngins
resume.
need to go
Again.
watch Mommy Dearest.
Do it. Do it.
It is like, to me, that's horror, but what comes
It's
out today
total
is just like weird and stupid with,
Yeah.
monsters and stuff. But yeah, Galilee. Well, no, before we get into that, who is Mike Pratt?
I'm on a long journey to figure that out. Yeah, so my name is Mike Pratt. I am an actor and a writer. I wrote Code of the Nightbird, the book, which is how we got to Galilee eventually. That is what we adapted into the short film Galilee. I also wrote an adaptation of The House of the Seven Gables, which Rochelle directed a pilot episode of after fighting her tooth and nail over the thought of it being episodic and not something else.
Sounds
Turned
like
out she
Rochelle.
was. Sounds like
Yeah.
both of us. Turns out that was the right thing. But yeah, I would say I am a writer by necessity and an actor out of passion.
I love that. I'm gonna steal that.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I only charge a small
I'm
fee.
a black woman out of necessity. And so, like, where did you go to school? Where did you grow up?
I was born in New York. I spent a teeny tiny little amount of time there, and all of my conscious life has been between Boston and Providence. I love New England. I hope that there is a New England essence in the work that I do. I think it's an important element of Galilee that it takes place in Rhode Island, and obviously House of the Seven Gables is based on the Nathaniel Hawthorne novel that takes place in Salem. So I feel very connected and inspired by the place that I'm from. I don't have the feeling that many do, where it's like I got to get out of my town.
Yeah,
I
go to
feel-
Hollywood.
I mean, I like the idea of going to Hollywood, and
Yeah.
if anybody wants to call me there, I answer the phone. But no, I like where I'm from. I find a lot of inspiration from that. I went to school at Stonehill, which admittedly, with love to them, is a weird spot for me to have landed. I talk a lot about being a first-gen college student and not thinking that I would have the opportunity to go to college. And so I think I spent a lot of time thinking like, well, if I do well in school, I can go to any school I want to go to. And my parents and I were like, well, Northeastern is a good school, Emerson is a good school, they do creative things. And then I got into those schools, and then we were like, oh, you have to pay to go to college, which sounds so silly now, but we really had no idea of how college went. And so we were coming back from Southwick Zoo, local shout out, and there was a beautiful campus, applied, went there, didn't know it was a Catholic school, didn't know it was small, really knew nothing about it. But it kind of came to rise to meet me where I was at the time. I didn't reference Joni Mitchell on camera yet, but I did beforehand. But to reference her yet again, she talks a lot about how when she was writing some of her earlier music, she felt like there were things she would have done differently, but she was so kind of like fragile and developing who she was that if anybody looked at her wrong, she would have totally fallen apart. And I do think that's kind of how I was at that time. And now I wish that I could go back and bully myself about a number of things, but one of them being like, you should just go to film school in New York or at least Boston or something. But it really did kind of rise to meet me in a way that I think I don't know if I would have be at this point now if I didn't have folks who were very one-on-one, and it was professors who turned into mentors who encouraged me to write what became the book, which became Galilee. So major credit to shout out to Stonehill.
Oh.
Yeah. Cool, right?
That's very cool.
Yeah, and we should have mentioned that at the top, like that the Galilee is a short from a screenplay that's based on a book that Mike wrote called Code of the Nightbird. So get yourselves onto Amazon and buy yourself a copy because it's a good book.
Well, he
you.
mentioned it.
I know, but I like we should have said it. What are you mocking?
We don't have the sheet. How can we say
I know.
anything?
See, I
You're
did
right,
write
you're right.
notes in my moleskin, and I was
You
told
did?
explicitly not to bring a journal. So but I'm embracing, as I said at the last post-production meeting, I'm embracing fun and spontaneity,
Yes.
which comes really naturally.
So this novel that you wrote, which is, I guess, available on Amazon.
Amazon.com, man.
Amazon.
Anywhere
It's
fine books are
legit.
sold.
The writing to me is, I think, what's most powerful is because, I wish I had more time to write. I should be writing right now. I'm in grad school. But I wish I had more time to write because to me, that is just like I wrote something the other day, and Michelle could tell I was just doing this and just getting it all out. Um, but then I have times where, like, if I try and force myself to write, it's gone. It's gone. And I'm wondering, like, with your writing, because you've clearly done a lot of it, like, what is that relationship like with you and your writing?
I think the creative writing is something that feels a little bit easier than other forms of writing. So I think the part that I get stressed out about is more kind of like the journal writing, which I feel like it's easier for me to be creative in terms of writing if I can purge my own personal thoughts and feelings. So I've got the journals of my general musings, and then once my mind is clearer, I can be a little bit more open to ideas of screenplays or whatever it is that I'm looking into writing. And then I'm a person that gets very obsessive and interested in certain topics, and I tend to hold those things really closely to me. So they're more or less in my brain, and I see it a little bit as like I have all the puzzle. I think anybody that writes hopefully feels this way, or maybe not. This is a piece of encouragement, but I do think that writers have the pieces of the puzzle that they're trying to put together. I think the challenge is getting to a sense of clarity where you can shuffle the box around and pick the pieces that are necessary to put back together. But yeah, the journaling piece I think is really helpful to start with a clean slate so that I can jump into something a little bit more objectively as opposed to subjectively, which for obviously writing characters and writing lines, I'm surprised sometimes when I haven't done the work to kind of get myself out of it, how much of me comes through.
Yeah.
And in something like Galilee, I think that's okay, but obviously for a period piece or something like that, the language has to read much, read as a part of from me as opposed to a part of me.
I wonder if he's going to journal about us.
Probably.
Like,
Probably already has.
like this moment.
This on the podcast.
This moment hasn't happened yet. How can he
You,
journal?
you've made the journal for sure. You've made the journal.
Uh-oh.
No, in a very good way,
Okay, good.
mostly.
So, wow. So let's talk about Galilee.
Yes.
And I saw the film. Rochelle shared it with me, and I was just blown away for a lot of hard reasons, right? It's not it's definitely not a comedy. But it's a very hard film to watch. I'm not gay, but
You play one on TV.
why
Like you felt like you had to clarify, I'm not gay.
well,
I'm not
no,
black.
no, I'm not. I actually
Peggy,
have.
I got Peggy. Look at that. Look at that. Oh yeah. Peggy loved that.
I'm not gay, but I felt so much in that film that I wanted to scream because I've never had to circumvent part of myself in order to fit. Anyway, even as a Black person, I don't think I've had to do that. Like there was never another space I had to turn my Blackness off in order to be in. And it was really hard. It was a really hard film. And I wonder from both of you, because now I can interview you both, you as a director, how hard was that for you to capture, and for you as the actor and writer, but mostly as the actor in this, how difficult was that, or how close of that character was to you?
Do you want to start or do you want me to start?
Yeah, you go first.
Me first?
Yeah, you.
Well, for me, like I read the book and was blown away by it. It's really good, and it also hit a lot of nerves with me because I grew up in a very religious evangelical household, and there was a point at which my parents suspected I might be gay, and they wanted to send me to Jesus camp. And so I easily could have ended up in a conversion therapy program. Thank goodness that didn't happen to me, but it was always a fear of mine because it was looming. So I had to hide myself a lot. And so it spoke to me on a really visceral level about the way that religion can be used to impose, arbitrary values on people.
Yeah, well, and I think that that is what people have responded to is the idea that it's depicting control and who has control and having a lack of control. And I think that that can be difficult to sit with in a way that that is the point of conversion therapy. I think something that I've talked about a little bit too is like I hope that people don't walk away from this and feel like it is a anti-religious film.
No, I
I
didn't
don't
get that
frame
at
it that
all.
way.
Yeah.
In fact, I think conversion therapy has very little to do with actual spirituality. It's about control. It is about um, adapting someone to fit a specific way of life that they would like for people to fit, regardless of how that lands with them. Um, and another thing that we've talked about as we've been able to bring this to festivals too is that this is also speculative fiction. So everything that is depicted in the novel as well as in the short is real and has a basis in reality. And some of the responses that I've heard is sort of, oh, that's interesting that you said it in Rhode Island because it doesn't happen in Rhode Island, but it does. In all 50 states, there are, as of right now, active conversion therapy programs that people are conscripted into. The only legal bans that exist are for minors. DC is the only territory that has a ban for adults. But I mean, this is something people experience on the day to day. And so I think as an actor, I felt a major responsibility to portray that to the best of my ability. I have not experienced conversion therapy, but I certainly have experienced. I mean, I went to a Catholic college, which did not do any of this, nor would they. But it is if you are a queer person in a religious space, there is a presence that you feel, and so something that Rochelle and Al, our brilliant cinematographer, did too is also to bring in this idea of voyeurism too, the idea that you're always being watched, and that part of the reason you might um, allow yourself to be in a situation like that is because the result of being watched or being found out might be so much worse than if you quote unquote try to make it work. Um,
Wow.
and then I would say the other pieces too that were really helpful is Dennis, who plays the major, who's really scary and
Oh
awful
my
to me,
gosh.
is the most wonderful, lovely person in real life.
I
Is
bet. I
my
bet. But when I saw
yeah.
like the spit spewing from his mouth, I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah.
He is in terms of making the jump to this being a film adaptation. He's the one that encouraged me to do it. And said, there's a great part for you. There's a great part for me if you do it. He's also my acting teacher. And I don't think I thought at the time about how, I guess, little acting you have to do if a person that you feel very safe with is suddenly saying these things to you very directly. And I think I also had the excitement of like really wanting to land the last scene. That's my favorite scene in the book, in the screenplay, in this, because I think, and that's what I want people walking away from, is that it's not about the trauma that they're experiencing, that it's the fact that even through that, people are still going to find themselves, and that they're going to find love and romance and connection and friendship and all of that, and that is more significant and powerful than the harm that any of them experience.
Well, we're going to take a look at the clip from the last scene of the film, which was just extraordinary, and but also kind of really painful. But anyways, let's take a look at Galilee.
What did they ask you?
What did who ask me?
Like the first day when you first got here, what questions did they ask you?
They didn't ask me any questions. They just put the straps on my head and did the whole fake shock thing.
Fake shock thing.
Remember? They said they used to do the real thing back in the day, but now it's just standard onboarding to scare us, but it wasn't real.
That's not what happened to me.
What happened?
When I first got here, they put me to the basement, and there were this whole bunch of guys in suits, and they started asking me all these questions.
What kind of questions?
They asked me have I ever been molested. They asked me how many men that I've slept with. They asked me if my father loved me. They asked me if I ever thought I could have a family.
Oh my God.
And no matter what I said, they just told me that I was lying.
I don't really know what to say.
Wow, it's just so hard, and I think, like, and obviously I was very, very young, and my grandmother had the whole family over to watch Roots, and I was, my gosh, um, 8 years old, I think, 7 or 8 years old, and it never really dawned on me that Black people were being hit with whips and chains and being treated that way because they were Black. I just looked at it as people, because I grew up in the Virgin Islands and everyone looked like me. So I didn't have that relationship with race until I moved to USA. And, let's make America whatever. And,
Horror show.
but but that's what I think is so important, is that, these stories um, that people may not know about or may not have access to, that we tell those stories. And I really think that Galilee is a very important story
Yeah.
to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had my sister read. Well, actually, my sister watched the film, and then she was like, "Ah, what happens next?"
Right.
And I'm like,
Right.
"You gotta read the
Right.
book." And she read the book, and she was just like, "Oh my gosh, it's so
That
good."
was
And
one of my questions.
yeah,
Like, are we going to get like a Galilee too? Come
I mean,
on.
there's a
everybody
feature.
wants to. The amazing thing with both of these projects is that the people around them are truly the best people I have met in my creative artistic journey so far, and they are all very much committed to doing a feature. If anybody listening has deep pockets,
Gosh.
There you go. Talk right into that camera.
hi. I'm willing to do some things. Just it depends on what it is. If you need someone to monologue at you for a really long time about very niche topics, no. But we really do want to make this happen, and I'm happy that people have left it saying that they want to know more, and specifically to see what happens with Julian, who I play, and Finn, who Josh Robinson plays, to see what happens with them. And I like that it's them, that they want to know what happens to those characters
Right.
more than, and the other boys,
Right.
rather
Right.
than like what happens to the major. I like that it's, although I think he's a wonderful character.
Yeah.
I do like
No,
that it's
he nailed
landed
it.
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
He really
Yeah.
nailed it.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. Like when we were doing Mike's reaction shots, I was like, "Can you just riff so that he can react?" And oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it was horrible.
Yeah.
But you saw the reaction
Yeah,
shots; they were
I
good. They were
did.
good.
I
Yeah.
And it was also like from a acting standpoint too, I appreciated that he did that, because I think all of the other actors got to see a really great example of what a generous actor does,
Mhm.
because he never let up
Right.
when you asked him to riff, and he let you go for minutes and minutes and minutes until he stopped. And I also think we started with his kind of villain monologue, which was the best place we could have started,
Yeah.
because we started, I think, with our coverage, but he gave that performance that you see every single time for us to
Yeah.
react to.
Yep.
So I think also like that was something I took a note of in the back of my brain about,
Yeah.
okay, also when the camera's not on you, you should still
Yes.
strive to give the best performance that you can.
Yeah.
That's incredible. What other kinds of roles are you interested in performing in?
Yeah, I that's another question that in acting classes they're like, what's the type you want to do? My dream is to sort of be the Hitchcock blonde of a new era. I love the sort of obsessive, sexy, intellectual,
My
aloof,
God, I'm writing this right now.
um, cold, icy blonde who's really smart and undoes the main. I also want to be evil and bad, and I always get sympathetic and academic, which I'm also. I know I am those things. Well, you less sympathetic when you get to know me, but certainly the other parts, the cerebralness cuts through. But yeah, I guess like to distill it into like Hitchcock blonde, which I think is sort of was the inspiration for the gender swap for Seven Gables as well, is to try to get into that territory.
Yeah.
I've written a vampire role just for you.
Thank you. It's only a matter of time. I get called a Cullen and other
That's
things
so funny.
all the time. Yeah.
I was thinking more like James Bond. Like you could be the next James Bond.
Easy.
Those blue eyes,
With
my
that
I'll
God.
take
jawline,
that.
that strong
Yes.
chin. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Yes.
If anyone's casting, part of the reason I wrote 2 films is because I'm sick of auditioning and not getting anything. So
It's
Get things.
it's part of
I do.
it is.
Didn't you
part
get an
of the
underwear
business.
commercial or something? Oh no, you had
No,
to send
I-
pictures of yourself in your underwear.
Well, that was to you, and that was private.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Rochelle.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have mentioned that. Oops. Sometimes my lips are so loose.
I've heard that on the streets about you.
How do you think I fund my films? My God. It's either that or the foot fetish site. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. So the kids-
Feetfinders.com.
Yeah, the kids.
Oh, and sponsor. We lost the Amazon sponsor, but we got the Foot Finder.
Oh.
Everybody, put those dogs on the table.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Foot Finder. Never mind.
I just found out about Foot Finder the other day from these interns of yours.
Listen, I'm a photography person myself.
Feet
Yeah.
Finder? It's okay. Ollie's saying it's Feet Finder.
Oh, Feet Finder. Sorry.
Now, what is the A to B of conversion therapy to this conversation?
No
How
idea.
did we get? How did we get
No
here?
idea.
We're
It just happens.
I
'cause, you know,
don't
I have
know.
ADD
You started-
and yeah, I don't know.
started talking about like pictures of underwear.
Oh, yeah, underwear commercial, yeah.
There is a
It
truth
went,
in
you
that.
want to act. These are your roles. I said vampire.
Yeah,
I said model. Then she said.
I mean,
And then underwear.
if they're banging down the door, I'll model if I have to.
Period.
I'm always interested in asking actors this, not be. I'm a director. I don't act. I play in things, but it's just all
I dabble. Come on.
I dabble
She
a little bit.
dabbles. She was
Not
that
really.
co-director in this really great film.
I was,
Yeah.
because I was black.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
got the part because you were black.
But what roles?
No more DEI in
That-
this world. Damn it.
I know you could be the next makeup.
I know, I
director.
could.
But I don't even remember my question. Oh yes, I always want to ask actors this because I think it's so important that for one to be very sure of themselves, to know what roles that they would and would not do. Have you kind of thought about that in your career?
I guess a little bit. More so the roles I would want or like, or there's if you are not in this situation of having a vampire role written for you, which I'm following up on, or if you write your own, which I've been really privileged to have situations where people have either offered me something or I've written something for myself. But when you're not doing that and you're sifting through the million casting databases, you do have to have some sense in your head about these are the types of things I want to do. These are the types that I don't. I would say much like I feel very strongly about my own films having a New England edge, I feel very proud to be an actor that folks align with queer content, and I think that's important to be aligned with. But there's also some lines in that in terms of what I'm interested or not interested in depicting, and I think there are a lot of people writing films about LGBTQ plus identity that are purely for either shock value or the whole point is that they face violence and there's kind of no, so those sorts of things I think are tired and boring and goofy and dull and corny. So we can move past some of that. A little bit of trauma is fun, but we got to have something on the other side of it. And then there is also, I think right now politically, I'm concerned at the number of sort of parts that are fascist adjacent that are on things like Backstage. I have been, because I look like how I look, I have gotten, and I can have the screenshots, more than one audition invitation to play a Nazi.
Oh,
Not interested in that. That's totally sincere. So I think there's also a responsibility as an actor to be conscious about what it is that you're
Yeah.
aligning
And to your
yourself with.
community and to your family. And no, I absolutely get that. Halle Berry called me once. No, I'm kidding. But, you know, I think that as a filmmaker, I would have the same kind of reaction of films that I wouldn't want to make, stories I wouldn't want to tell versus the things that I've been fortunate enough to create on my own, as you know, as you alluded to. I think that when it comes to stories from the queer community, that you're so right about how they're being told. It does become gratuitous, and I see the parallel in how I see how young Black men and women are being used in film, and for me, like I pick and choose very purposefully the stories that I will watch because of that. I think it's, you know, it's not us growing up. It was like a type of thing,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It was like, oh my God,
yeah.
you know. And then Three's Company just totally just blew my mind, right? Like, oh my God.
You better tell him what Three's Company.
Oh, I'm sorry. Three's Company was a sitcom starring John Ritter and Suzanne
Somers.
Summers and
Of the
Joyce
Finest.
DeWitt.
Joyce DeWitt, in which Jack Ritter, who was the main character, Jack Ritter.
His name was Jack in the
It's
show.
definitely John Ritter.
Yeah.
No, but in the show it's Jack.
Oh, he's
Ritter.
Jack in the show.
I hate when you correct me.
I'm sorry. I know. I'm so sorry.
Come on, knock on my door. I do. I feel like I need to like, take some attention off of the tension that's rising.
In which he played, in order for him to live with the girls, he had to pretend that he was gay, and it was clearly
Homophobic? Although it did result in my grandparents talking about those crazy kids on Three's Company. So
Yeah.
I guess it exposed them.
See, and my mom wouldn't let me
This is
watch
how he played
that.
gay.
Yes,
That's what he would
Yes.
do. Like that
Yes.
is literally
yes,
how he when the landlord would come on, and he had to, you know, be the gay man, that is what he would do.
yes,
And then he would skip off.
yes.
Which is, you know, that's not entirely untrue, but it's very, very limited in terms of
I've never seen a gay person do that.
Oh my
But
God,
then
you gotta hang out with
those stereotypes too, I think, become the basis of, not to like go back to conversion therapy, but the basis of conversion therapy. And I think that that's why we all feel the way we do about the final sequence, because like they start that conversation with, do you think about being gay all the time? And the reality is like, no, I'm living
Right.
my life. There are times that I do, there are times that I don't, but there is the idea that, you know, somebody's checking in on you in Three's Company, that you have to perform being queer in some way, or I get, but that's the surveillance and the control thing that comes through again. So even something like that, I do think there's a sinisterness
Yeah.
sometimes underneath it.
Yeah.
You brought it all back.
I know, he's good.
did.
He's
You
really
brought it
good.
all
I know.
back.
I know. I told you he's
Control
great.
freak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So where can people see Galilee?
Well, right now we have been in the very fortunate position of kicking off our festival run. We started at the Chain NYC Film Festival, had a really lovely time there. We'll be at Bridgeport, Mystic, Monadnock, and out at the movies soon, and hopefully more. And then once that is complete, I really hope we'll be able to land it somewhere that people can see. I think I'm very proud of this. I would love for people to see it.
Yeah. And where can people find you and your information? And do you have a website? Are you on the gram?
I love Instagram.
Yeah, he's a huge
Unfortunately,
Instagram.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Mike
going to share a promo,
Oh yeah, you should share a promo.
which already aired.
Which already aired.
because we are in some amorphous
Yes,
time
we
frame.
are.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Edit that out.
Is this when I talk about the NDA? Shout out Buffy. Sorry, Buffy.
No. Wait, who mentioned the NDA? Come on, Rochelle.
I did.
That's for blocking us with a 10-minute film freeway rejected
Yes.
time frame,
Yeah.
Buffy.
Yeah, Buffy.
We love Buffy.
We do, but we like to roast her a lot.
So yes, so tell us where people can find you, where people can follow you, and
Yeah, I mean, for right now, everything I have under the Mike Pratt on Instagram. I'm much like I am a parasite on Rochelle's Vimeo. I'm similarly a parasite on the posthysteria.com website. We have a Galilee page that we are going to be updating as more becomes available, as well as a Seven Gables page that will go live soon when we're closer in post for that. So I would say Instagram's probably the best place to find me, or I don't know. I was gonna say down the corner, but then I decided not to say that. But then I said I did say it. So
Rochelle.
well, we have different rotations, so
corners.
it was a
Okay.
turf war for a while
Oh.
about like, are you on this corner today, or are you on that corner today? Rochelle's very popular. Yeah.
Anyways, Mike, it was great to have you on the podcast.
Awesome.
We
Lovely to
want
be
you to
here.
come back when
House of the Seven
House of
Gables.
the Seven
Yeah.
Gables is out. Yeah, we'd love to have you back on that. And you know what? Anytime you want to come by, because you seem to have a lot more control over this podcast than we do.
Yeah, legit.
Yeah. No, you're doing fine.
Yeah. V? He's not doing
Trying to
fine.
be nice.
Why?
I
When
don't
do we
know.
do that? Never. Never. He didn't even give us a sheet. There's no sheet.
No, but I love that he has John Ritter up on it.
He had to look him up.
No,
Yeah.
because John Ritter, I'm going through, I'm rewatching Scrubs right now, and John Ritter plays JD's dad, and so I just,
Oh, that's right.
And 8 Simple Rules too. If you
yeah, I didn't know that. I've never seen that.
Oh, 8 Simple Rules was good. Yeah.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
John Ritter did that.
And we all will. Have you also seen the video of Suzanne Somers where she's doing a live and someone breaks into her house while she's on live?
No.
I think she's talking about her thigh master. This is not a joke. I think she's literally like doing a thigh master thing at her house.
Where can I find this?
Probably on the interweb.
On the interwebs. Oh my
The
God.
World
it's-
Wide
yeah,
Web.
she's fully like doing something and someone comes in and she's like, oh. Which probably that would be what I did.
Yeah.
Do.
Yeah, just like,
Yeah.
yeah.
See, in my hood, that would have went very differently. Yeah.
Lemonster.
My other hood.
Virgin Islands.
Let's get into the closer, y'all.
Oh,
Let's
please.
close.
We'll close when we want to close.
Yup, period.
Period.
No, but that was fun. I think you.
Was it?
I think that you should continue to work with him.
I'm planning to.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's in my upcoming film as a therapist.
That's right.
Yeah.
We can't talk about that yet.
It's
But
top
I'm
secret.
also,
It's under NDA.
I'm a producer on that. I am. I'm so excited.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then can you all start like doing some comedies or stuff?
Yes.
Because this is like really hard.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna do a gay rom-com.
A gay
I-
rom-com?
Rom-com, yeah. Gay rom-com.
Oh, I thought you
I'm
said
just
a
kidding.
gay-
Someone,
I hate
Call up
romantic.
Josh.
I hate
Road
romantic
trip.
comedies. Yeah.
You should have Sandra Bullock on it.
I love Sandra Bullock, and I know you don't like her, but the heat.
Oh,
I'm just gonna say the
Practical
heat.
The Heat was good.
Oh my-
It's good. I was watching a
You're
little.
just mad because of the blind side.
I am.
And I think I'm right behind you, but I also think, what the hell are you talking
I'm
for?
just thinking, oh, was he with Melissa McCarthy? Is that? I'm sorry.
Yes,
Okay,
they
all
are.
right, no, I didn't watch that one.
Yeah, that was like 2 minutes ago, though.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Try to keep up.
Where did-
dude.
I'm slow.
I don't know. I had to catch the train.
You guys are talking so much. All you have to sit down.
That's right there. Okay, we got stuff to do.
Close the
so-
show.
But Practical Magic,
Please.
though, we can't lose the Sandra Bullock.
No, well,
Thank
You know, Practical Magic, unironically, top 5 favorite movie of all time.
I brought it up
Period.
like 3 episodes ago. They had no idea what I was talking about.
That's
The
not-
Stevie Nicks version of Crystal in that song will reduce me to tears every time. It's so good.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do
Hell,
that.
guys, like,
Yeah.
talk about your stupid
Yeah.
frilly movies.
Yeah.
Hey, close it up. Wrap it up.
I like it because she's really hot.
that's the short of it.
Indeed.
The short of it is brought to you by the Den Beauty Lounge. Visit thedenbeautylounge.glossgenius.com for more information and book your appointment today.